Guten Tag, my name is D-Matt, and welcome to another episode of BEC TREK. In this episode, we are back at the Lincoln Children's Zoo. It's a pretty hot day out. It's the beginning of August when I'm filming this. I don't know when I'll get the video out, but it's pretty, little toasty. But in this video, I thought the central theme could be kind of animals keeping cool and exploring these different ways that different animals may keep cool, whether it's their adaptations or it's what zoos do to keep them cool. So let's get into it. One of the most common and most obvious methods of keeping animals cool is simply letting them have inside access, where it is climate controlled. Now, while this is good for the animals, it is often a criticism by guests as, well, they come to a zoo to see animals. But sometimes zoos have indoor viewing for their animals, like with their red pandas. Kind of a PSA on these hotter months. A lot of people, it feels like there's no places to fill water, or a lot of questions I've gotten like at zoos or like where to fill up waters. Well, if you go to usually any concession area at a zoo and you have your own water bottle, you can just ask them to fill it with water or ice water, and usually they just do it for free. I haven't really run into anywhere that doesn't do it for free, that like charges you if you have your own water bottle. So just ask if they can fill it just with water, which is honestly the best option. So yeah, remember, stay hydrated. Now, one thing that you do need to consider with a lot of these animals is that for some of them, heat like this is natural for them, so they'll naturally be inclined to either hang out in the shade or be lazy all day. So, but zoos try and offer the best additional help for them to keep cool, making their lives a little more comfortable. Also, I did get here a little late, so a lot of the things that we would have normally seen, we did miss. However, I did film a lot at the beginning of the summer, so I can't snap. Hang on. Zoos keep a well eye on the temperature and offer animals inside access if needed. Also, a lot of animals have natural adaptations to help keep themselves cool. I want to do a more dedicated video on these adaptations, probably for next summer when, it gets hot again. So in this video, I'll focus on what zoos do to help animals. Here at DMAT's biological departments, I like doing PSAs to try and make people more aware of things that would make their zoo adventures or zoo visits more enjoyable. One of those things, whether you're planning a trip to the zoo or it's kind of spur of the moment, remember to pack the right footwear. Yeah, like I said, this one was last minute. Wasn't paying attention to what I was wearing, so whoops. Alright, so luckily we are heading to a more shaded part of the zoo, part that's not as exposed to the sun, so that's the historical section. Now, I've seen a few naked mole rat habitats in my day, but I gotta say that I think the Lincoln Children's Zoo is one of my favorite because of how visible they can be. And also, if you didn't know, so of course naked mole rats, they live underground and they're like kind of blind, so the light doesn't really affect them. But did you know that each chamber, like each little room along here, actually has a purpose? Like there's a room for food and storing food, there's a room specifically meant for restrooms, and then there's a room for sleeping, and that's where they all are. They're all just hanging out in their bedroom room. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. There's a naked mole rat in there. I think it's one of the bathroom corners, or bathroom chambers, so yeah, I think he went and used the bathroom, and now he's come back to hang out with everyone. That's awesome. That's kind of cool just to see. I mean, it's weird to say that it's cool to see like an animal go and use the restroom, but I think it's still cool that you get to kind of see the purpose of each of these chambers in action, so. While most reptiles are in climate-controlled terrariums, larger reptiles sometimes do get outside habitats where they rely on their environment to thermoregulate. This management can sometimes go back when the zoo initially designs the habitat, where they place trees, bushes, caves, mud walls, or even cool rocks to help the animal during the different seasons. Last time we were at the Lincoln Children's Zoo, this area used to be home to goats. I don't know where all the goats went, but now they got alpacas. Look at them. That one's got hay on him. Silly alpaca. It's also something to note that with a lot of zoos, they'll have like outdoor animal ambassador times during the summer. However, just because of the heat and there's not really a demand, especially in August, because I guess a lot of people are going back to school, but a lot of the animals may not want to be out, and the keepers don't really have an incentive to bring them out if there's not too many people. So, oh look, a bald eagle nest. Distracted? Who, me? During the summer, zookeepers spend a good amount of time offering animals a way to cool down within their habitat. This comes in the form of enrichment, or something to keep the animal's mind going. It could include fans, misters, being lightly sprayed by a water hose, built in or added pools, or even being offered frozen treats. For a lot of herbivores, they'll get a frozen kind of fruit like watermelons, and for carnivores, zoos offer them a frozen bloodsicle. Can you look? No? Alright. And with that, I think we're done here. Also, if you ever visit your local zoo, another good way is to ask the keepers how they keep their animals cool and what animals take advantage of stuff like built-in pools. But I hope you enjoyed the video and will consider liking and subscribing to the channel, as well as following me on my other social media platforms. And share this video out to anyone who likes keeping animals cool, last-minute zoo visits, or just zoos and animals in general. Thank you all for watching, and remember, always be prepared, do good daily, and love nature, for your life is the canvas, and you have the brush. Auf Wiedersehen!